Hello, this is Crypto CJ. Welcome to tonight's Trade of the Day video, the Monday night Zoom edition. And we're going to get started right away. Bitcoin's been working its way back up from its prior low a couple days ago. Let's look at that chart. Okay, that's the 4 hour. We'll start with the day. You guys see my Bitcoin day chart okay? All right.
Yes.
Very good. And we tried to work our way out of this, at the bottom of my channel here, but it did bounce back. We talked a little bit about this on Friday, but this 30,000 give or take area seems to be holding support pretty strong. If we go over to the 4 hour, Bitcoin went through my trend line, came back and tested, then bounced off it again. We were talking earlier that we're up 15 or 16%. So it was up to 15% as of yesterday. We dropped a little bit on the 4 hour. So we're still up about 12.5% since the 26th on Friday or Saturday, when actually the drop was on Friday. Had some of the recovery on Saturday. So I like that. It wouldn't surprise me if we tested down a little, dropped a little bit, maybe to this this Fibonacci retracement level here, around 32.4, and then worked our way up. But so I think I'm going to adjust my trend line. Actually, I did already. So, well, no, I didn't. Put it here. Let's see if Bitcoin can punch through this and work its way up. So any questions or thoughts on Bitcoin before we move over to Altcoin Alert? I did want to look at Ethereum.
If you look at a 5-minute chart, it looks like it almost had a 1, 2, 3 dip at 1:30 yesterday afternoon. And that's when there was one big green candle.
Yeah, I mean, you can trade dips on Bitcoin. I don't do it very often because Bitcoin doesn't, because I prefer to do that on the alts. They tend to move more.
Oh, they're at 3 o'clock.
So, like right here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, here at 11, we have the beginning of a dip, but it bounced right back. We didn't get a second or third dip. Over here, we got a dip below the Bollinger Band, but again, no second or third dip. So, you know, this is when it starts to look like it's going into a dip, but we didn't really see much of a bubble here either. We did see a bubble over here, 11 o'clock. So this looks like it wants to dip, but it bounced back pretty strong. So, yeah, don't quite see that in that set of candles, but we're always looking for those 1, 2, 3 dips. Those are some of my favorite trades. So, and you know, the core training of the iCoinPro system, the day trading system, we'll talk about that a little later. For now, let's, oh, I want to make a small announcement. I struggled on Friday to work the chat group and talk at the same time. I can't apparently read a detailed chat and talk at the same time. So if you want to talk about something, that's on point to what I'm talking about at the moment, it's probably best you just speak up. Chats I'm going to look at the end, just to keep my sanity. So maybe when I become more skilled at conducting Zooms, I can bounce back between the two. But for now, I'm not really going to look at the chat till the end of the show. So, all right, so that's Bitcoin, and let's look at Ethereum too, because it had a nice, it's had some nice movement. So this is the day chart for Ethereum. We had the high back in May $4,300. Dropped quite a bit since then. On the 4-hour, I drew this trend line, and it bounced, worked its way through on Saturday, and it's gone up nicely since then. Yeah, we're up 16, about the same as Bitcoin, 15, 16% since that happened. I've got swing trades in on Ethereum and Bitcoin right now, so feeling pretty good about those. But anyway, I see something similar for Ethereum as Bitcoin. I think we might come down and test this area here. This is the buy zone on my fibs, and then probably work its way back up. It's always going to come and retest levels. Nothing goes straight up, but God, I hope this consolidation's winding down because I'm sick of it. As a day trader, it's hard to trade, when it's mostly going straight or not moving much. We had a lot of that today. So my position, my two longs are almost in profit, not quite. All right, so let's go over to Altcoin Alert. And let's refresh. Quant is still up here. Voyager's been up here a lot. Neither of these have much volume. I did look at Quant last week. I think I did on Friday too. You can trade that on KuCoin or Coin Metro. I had a low buy order in the 40s, and that was going nowhere because it's trading in the 80s or 90s last I looked. Well, 75. So I lowered my buy order down to about 55, see if I can catch that. I'm more interested in Quant as a swing trade than a day trade, but just because the volume isn't very strong on the exchanges that I've seen, I don't want to day trade something that has low volume. So it's my personal preference. Obviously, if you can catch some of these movements like here, here, those are going to be good day trades. So. And I decided to, I included XRP as one of the 4 to 5 coins that I'm following today, and I keep getting alerts going off on it. I've set an alert on the VWAP, which is you might recall from Bryce's charts on the CryptNation life recalls, volume weight, volume point and control. It's in that category of indicators. But I saw 2 other trades I liked better, and I'm sticking with those for now. But go ahead and look at XRP. I know the CryptNation guys don't like it. I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other. I don't hold it long term, but I have no problem day trading it. I've had some success with it, both on shorts and longs, bulls and bears, that kind of thing. So it just punched through the SMA line on the 5-minute chart. It's not even 1% to the top of the Bollinger Band, though. It may have run its course today. It's got a lot of room to move. It's towards the lower end of my fibs. 4-hour, 1 hour. Could retrace back here to 68.45, where it was about 4 or 5 days ago. If you want to hold out for that, there's a 5% move. It's a bit risky in my view. If I'm going to buy above the SMA line, I'm usually looking for a bigger move than that, because I think it's riskier to buy above the SMA line than down here in a dip sequence. Yeah, it's not even 1%. So not liking this as a day trade. And then I am liking this sort with the Elder Impulse Daily that Alan, one of the ambassadors, turned me on to. This was bullish earlier today. But we just talked about quant. I wanted to talk about this one, DAG. And the long-term sentiment was bullish about an hour ago, and I was looking at this for the first time. I pulled up that chart to see if it could be a day trade. It's on KuCoin. Again, I don't day trade KuCoin really ever. I do hold a few things over there sometimes, and I think I'm staking something there. I should probably get a little better organized. But you know, it's low volume, and again, I don't like low volume for day trading. When you see these, horizontal lines, that usually means no one's trading, or very few people are trading at this time. But it is working its way up. So, I mean, DAG has gone up, 12% in 8 hours, 9 hours. That's a pretty good move. Be a really good day trade, but not liking the lack of volume. So let's sort on trading activity. See if we can find something to look at. On Hive, got fire on trading activity. I'm usually looking for a neutral or better on the AA score. We've got that. 1 hour projected range, the uppers over about 6.5%. I usually like 5% or higher, so that's okay. Elder impulse, I haven't really combined the elder impulse with the trading activity sort, but I've got a bearish elder impulse on the daily and bullish on the hourly, so that's helpful. Neutral here. It's already up 19%. I think that's a bit dangerous. Loop ring. It's actually one of the coins I'm into now, so I need to get out before this very bearish really kicks in. So, but yeah, a different analysis made that one appealing to me, but it's sort of outside the scope of this. So Compound, they've been talking about this on the Slack group. It's had a 20+% run today. We're bearish on the daily impulse, maybe because the indicators think it's made it's run its course for today. Not sure. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's pumped up above the top of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute. Looks like my fibs are a little out of date. It was $900 back in May. Lost about half its value. It's starting to come back. Yeah, we're in recent uncharted territory. Hasn't been, up in this level for, a couple weeks. 5-minute, pushing through the top of the Bollinger Band. I don't really see a trade here, but this might be one to catch on a dip. People start to take profit up here and set an alert in this region. If you can catch it in a dip sequence, that might be the way to go. And look for your bubbles too on your dip sequences. Some of these squeezy looking dips, just kind of bouncing like this, aren't always the best ones to get into. When they bow out like this, of course, these are bowing out because the values are high. But when it bows out like this and you get your dip sequence down here, those are the better trades than what I call the squeezy looking dips. All right. That's about all I had to look at Altcoin Alert. Anybody have any questions about this or other coins?
Yeah, well, I'm curious. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Is that you?
Yeah. I'm wondering how we can tell the Altcoin Alert on when it when it starts over. I mean, you know, for the new day, or when you know, when the hourly's up, or when, you know what I mean by that?
Are
When
you
does it?
talking about Altcoin Alert to sell
Yeah.
it, or a coin that you bought because of altcoin?
No, just the altcoin alone. How do we know when it's going to re-trigger, restart? You know, all the numbers.
Well, it's 24/7, so
Well, I mean the hourly 24 hour, you know, like that 24 hour is a full day, but then the hourly, do we know when the hour starts and when it ends, or no? That might be a dumb question.
no, that's a good question. Let's see if they answer this here. In the last 24 hours. So if you look at the third line under the 24-hour change of USD.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a calendar day, it's a 24-hour period.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Duh.
you don't have to
Okay.
worry about like a reset like you would say, oh, what do they call that? I can't remember, like a currency
Yeah, no, I know what
exchange,
you're talking about.
CME market, or one of
Yeah.
those kind of things. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's not
Okay.
a problem here. Okay. Any other questions on Altcoin Alert, or any of the coins we talked about, or any other coins you want to talk about on Altcoin Alert?
Yeah, I got one. I got a
Okay.
few today. That I don't even know if they're on Altcoin Alert. Actually, I'm not sure. Swift Coin.
Swift.
Yeah, SWFTC.
Okay, to look for a specific coin, you go to the ratings
Yeah.
feed.
Okay.
SFT.
Yeah, SWF, F as in Frank, and then T as in Tom, and then C as in cat.
Yeah, it's not in, newer
Yeah, it's not
coins,
on there.
coins
Okay.
without much volume, or there's
Well, I was wondering about Kava, but I don't know. We've talked about that before, haven't we?
Kava is, yeah, we can look at that.
Doesn't look like it's.
All right, we've got neutral AA score, poop on trading. Well, you guys can see this as well as I can. So
Yeah.
not much happening with
Okay.
this at the moment. I like Kava. I've traded it many times.
Okay, that's what I was
Not
gonna
as much
ask.
this year as I did last year
Right.
in 19.
Right.
But
That's all I got anyway.
okay. All right. Anything else on Altcoin Alert before I move over to iCoinPro? All right. All right, iCoinPro. I've got the RSI SPY clicked, and a lot of the coins had some big moves earlier today, unfortunately before I was trading. We've looked at comp already, but I've sorted by the 1 hour RSI. And if a low score indicates that it's oversold, which is usually a good dip opportunity, a high score indicates it's overbought. And we have technically 3 coins here that are overbought in both the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Those could be shorting candidates if you guys do that kind of thing. ICP was one of my coins yesterday that I was trading. That's the Bitcoin pair. Yeah, the USDT is. Let's check that out.
Is that webpage free?
No.
No.
If you're on my email list and you're in this group, I sent you an intro video and then a link to a free trading with the 1, 2, 3 dip trading.
Oh, shoot.
And if you, ideally, I'd like for anybody in this group to at least go through that, because one downside of Altcoin Alert is there's a lot of good day trading information, but they don't necessarily show you in detail how to day trade. It's a different skill set than buying and holding and swing trading. So that's why I provide that free training through iCoinPro to at least give you guys one strategy, my favorite strategy, which is 1, 2, 3 dip. And it's pretty cool, those guys to give it away. There's a 1 hour training on it. So, and then obviously
Dude,
they're
I
going to try
love
to
that.
sell
I would
you.
love that. I didn't get that.
Yeah, so go through your emails from me, and the ones regarding the Monday, today's Zoom have that link in it. So, and then obviously they're going to want you to join and get some information, and use that to day trade as well. I use both systems, both Altcoin Alert information.
Oh, that's so good to know.
Thank you. And then the iCoinPro has what I just showed you. I'm going to show you a couple other things, and they also have trainings on how to day trade. So some of it's free, some of it you have to pay for.
Sure.
All right, so ICP, Internet Computer. This I thought was going to drop to 0 because this was just going straight down. It's a new listing on on Binance from May. It's just gone down, as a lot of these do, but it's a really high volume coin. It's got
Wow.
like 100 million on spot and more than that on leverage. So people are trading this. They were pushing it down until fairly recently. And then today, or actually yesterday, it started to pump back up again. It went down from like 180 down to 20, 25, 28, I think was the lowest. And it came back up. So this one has been nice and volatile too. So it's a good day trading candidate. I think it's too high now for, well, that's a 1 hour. Yeah, on the 5 minutes towards the top of the Bollinger Band, not where I'd want to get in. But dip sequence down here with this kind of bubble, that would be ideal. We just don't have that right now. Let's see if we have one of those in the recent past. Not really. All right, here we go. So the kind of ideal dip trade situation is something like this. We've got a squeeze, it bubbles out, you get a bunch of red candles. One, ideally the green candle would puncture the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and that would conclude that dip, and we'd start another one. 1, 2, 3. So I think your third dip is right around here. So if you get in there, just back, you're not even close to the SMA line, you're already at almost 5%. That's a great day trade. Go to the SMA line, it's 11%, but it's going to take you a while, before that resolves. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. 30, it doesn't get up there until like 2 days later. So this resistance here would be the ideal place to get out of a trade like this. Of course, it's easy to say that in hindsight, but I was just looking for an example.
Right.
So that's the kind of dip trades that iCoinPro teaches about.
I like that.
All right, so that's ICP. Let's get out of this. And now we'll look at the Buddy coin crawler. This is my favorite tool to use on iCoinPro. I'm going to sort by the average low to SMA. I'm looking for values of 5% and higher. And the low is a 24-hour low, and the SMA line is that middle line I just showed you in the last last chart.
Okay.
So what we like to see are several values, between say 5 and 15%. We've only got one that's above 5%. That's the ICP we just looked at. So there's really no point in looking at that again.
Right.
And we're also looking for good volume here. Like I told you, this is a really good volume. This is 256 million on daily volume in Binance. That's really good. I'm looking for 10 million or higher, depending on how the market's treating us. So like this one here, I wouldn't look at stacks. It's only 4 million. But perp, yeah, I'd look at this 1 inch. I've traded this before, but I would not look at these USDC pairs. That's not even a million, not even a million.
Mhm.
So let's check out this 1 inch. You get this drop down menu, it goes to trading view right away, connects to your trading view account. So, and this looks like a lot of the others that we've looked at, that they're towards the top of the Bollinger Band on the 5-minute chart. Go to the day chart. It's got plenty of room to move. It was over $7 back in May. Lost over half that on the 1 hour chart. It was over $3, well, not real recently, about 6 days, about a week ago. So I think this would be, again, to buy up here would be risky. You could buy here and it might retrace. That's only back to this area, 3.45%, but that's not, that's not enough risk reward ratio in my mind. So to buy up this high, I mean, 3% is great if you're buying down here, but way up here, there's probably a better than 50% chance it's going to bounce off this Bollinger Band and work its way back down. A lot of traders use the Bollinger Bands as resistance. So, all right. Well, that's about all I have for iCoinPro. We can look at a couple of their other things. Oops. They've got this fear and greed index. You can find this. This site. Extreme fear 25. But it's a day lagging behind. So. And then the oversold index, something else I look at. 10 coins tend to be really oversold after big Bitcoin dumps or, news FUD and things like that. So 10% is not much oversold. All right. Well, any questions on iCoinPro or Altcoin Alert? All right, I will throw it open then to any questions you guys want to ask about crypto. And if you don't ask questions, I'm going to bail and go eat my pork loin and watch basketball. So
Nice.
There's interesting news about Binance. The UK
Yeah.
wants to ban it.
Yeah.
Also, Canada and Japan want to ban it. And the deadline to stop is the end of June. So I don't know how that's going to affect everything.
Yeah. There was I connect on a VPN to Binance from Vancouver. Well, they've outlawed Binance in Ontario, which is Toronto. I think Toronto's in Ontario, and that's my backup. So I took it off as my backup. And London, UK, I use that for some other things I'm into that are not necessarily exchanges. So I may have to rethink that too. But
connecting with VPN is not the problem. You can always go to Sweden or Turkey. The problem is a lot of people might just dump their cryptocurrency because they're scared.
Yeah, the government's coming after it. There's no avoidance, guys. If you're squeamish about government regulation, you're in the wrong space. So I don't mean to be, indelicate, but it's not good as far as the government goes. But it really can't be stopped by the government. They can make it difficult. They can't stop us entirely. So
they're actually located in the Cayman Islands, so
right.
you can VPN from anywhere.
Yep.
My understanding is it's only derivatives, CJ.
Okay, good to know. I just saw the headline. I didn't read the article, so I'm starting to like derivatives.
Headlines usually work that way. That's all you read and people panic, but I'm pretty sure that it's only derivatives, because even in the headlines it says that they are they're only preventing them from doing regulated functions, or they have to register for regulated functions.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have
Yeah, I heard that.
Coinbase in the US, and, you
Mhm.
know, of course they don't offer derivatives, but so it's
Right.
just the much. I don't see crypto going away even in the US, but the options could be limited if you don't, you know, want to get creative.
Right.
I had a little scare with Binance over the weekend where I was using my phone and my folks, and I think my phone connected to their Wi-Fi, and
Yeah.
somehow, you know, Binance sniffed that out as being
Yeah.
in the US.
That's
So I
happened.
had to complete, you know, some kind of verification. But all I had to do was give an address, and so I just gave an address in Vancouver. I trade from Vancouver. That's what I say. So anyway, I hope that's but that's, you know, some of the gymnastics you have to do to trade
Oh yeah.
the way you want to. And,
For
you know,
sure.
I don't know if the SEC cops are going to come pounding on my door because I use a VPN and trade on Binance. I think they have better things to do. But,
Yeah.
you know, some people, you know, Justin Clark on iCoinPro that I just showed you, he will not trade on Binance anymore. He trades on Coinbase Pro. He doesn't use a VPN. He thinks it's illegal. And Pizza Mind from the CryptNation
Pizza,
group says,
yeah.
hey, I'm going to trade how I damn well please, and I'm not going to let the government tell me how to do it. And
Right.
I'm more in the latter school of thought. But anyway, don't get me started on government interference in our lives. All right, guys, anything else?
Yeah, go Booker.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for cheering on my sons with me. And I'll probably just end this here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Sorry to cut it short today, but I'll be back on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. That one focuses just on Altcoin Alert, so that's tends to be 30 to 40 minutes. But if there's news, we'll talk about that too. So guys, have a good one. See you next time. Bye.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you,
See you guys.
CJ.
Thank you.